Ghosts.
Oh god.
Where you putting Ghosts?
I kind of want to hear yours first because I do not have a positive opinion on Ghosts.
I put it at okay.
I put it as bad.
Really?
I think it is a shit game.
I like the campaign and I like the multiplayers. The multiplayer was okay. The campaign was okay.
I started the campaign and I did not finish that for like 6 years.
Seriously?
Because I was that uninterested in Ghosts that I just didn't play it.
The campaign wasn't very memorable, though.
Campaign was, and they hyped up a Ghost 2, and I'm like, if they make a Ghost 2, maybe, but then it's just like they never went anywhere with it.
Yeah, they really didn't.
Cliffhanger ending, and we don't get a Ghost 2. Hello?
I know.
The multiplayer was like, okay.
Yeah, I'm just thinking competitively. The multiplayer was pretty good competitively.
And then, what the fuck was Extinction? Brother!
Yeah, Extinction was atrocious, and that's Extinction in the campaign really dragged that down. If I was going just based off of multiplayer and competitive, it'd be in between great and okay.
Extinction was like fun to play with friends occasionally, but like you never got very far.
I played it once and I was like, I fucking hate this.
And then the campaign was just like, alright, the multiplayer was the best thing about Ghosts, and you wanna know what I truly loved about Ghosts? Because this was at a time where I started getting into codcasting. Black Ops 2 had the very first codcaster. Ghosts brought back the codcaster. And they brought a fantastic game mode where if you didn't want to play with other, like, actual pros, you could play squads with bots.
Yep.
Which was interesting, to say the least. And you got to name them whatever you wanted.
Yep.
It was very fun, and it was at a time where... I'm gonna sound insane. It was at a time where I had, like, not that I had no friends, but I had dreamed of becoming a Rooster Teeth type of channel. So I had a lot of different personalities in my head. So this is at a time where my MPD was super high, I guess. I don't want to self-diagnose it because it's not exactly that way. They were more like invisible friends, rather.
Yeah.
This is gonna make me sound insane, but like,
nah.
I literally had a company and a channel dedicated with invisible people, with people that didn't exist. Literally, like, I have, like, all of these accounts because, and to actually be able to quote-unquote, like, play Ghosts with them was insane. It was very fun for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, other than that,
otherwise, it's okay.
Yeah. Like, I'll play it. I was playing it, obviously, when I met you, for Sweet Revenge.
Yeah, oh god. I will play Ghosts if there is a tournament in it. Other than that, I am not playing it unless I'm speedrunning the campaign.
Yep. Black Ops 3, right?
Advanced Warfare.
Advanced Warfare, yeah.
I was not around for Advanced Warfare, and I barely got to play any of it the way that it was truly meant to be played. So I am putting it at good alongside MW3.
So I kind of feel like I need like a tier between great and okay. Because here's the deal about Advanced Warfare. This was another game where the only thing that I liked was the competitive scene and the multiplayer. So I'm going to keep it at okay. I'm going to keep it at okay. Just because, like, that was the only thing that kept me playing it and grinding it was the multiplayer and the competitive scene. So, like, that's really all I have to say about it. Like, the jetpacks were cool. They were a good, interesting idea. Um, it was just one of those games where it's like nothing else was really memorable to me except for like grinding multiplayer and watching some competitive matches and stuff.
The campaign I never finished, but I hear that it wasn't too bad. I still want to play it through myself, so that way I get an idea of like how good or how bad it actually was. The zombies you had to purchase as DLC, which was not great.
Yeah.
They had survival.
Uh-huh.
They had multiplayer, which is the best part about Advanced Warfare, I think. And that was kind of it. I mean, other than that, it wasn't bad.
Yep.
It was just good.
Yep. So next up is Black Ops 3.
God tier.
Really?
Yes, it is near perfect.
I actually do think that I agree with you. Mostly because of the fact that I did just play it the other day and it was phenomenal. Yeah. So I'm switching that up from my original. Black Ops 3 was a phenomenal game.
Black Ops 3, as glitchy as some of Black Ops 3 was, the multiplayer had the best CODcaster. First CODcaster where you can customize colors, which made the team experience even that much more, like, it made it feel more of a presentation and more professional. You had the maps and modes in multiplayer were fantastic. You know, the maps were just great. The weapons were great. You bring in a campaign which was derived from a comic book, but other than that, it was okay. But then you had the Nightmares, which was also just a campaign, but with zombies instead of, you know, humans. You had Free Run, which was to test your movement ability, which was fantastic. You had Dead Ops Arcade again. You had the Zombies experience, which was... I grinded the shit out of zombies and multiplayer in this game.
Yeah.
Like, zombies, I believe right now I'm currently a Prestige 5 on my Xbox account.
Okay.
I believe I'm a Prestige 3 or Prestige 4 in the multiplayer. But, like, this game was solid all around. It was bright. It had solid movement. Just everything about Black Ops 3 was great. You had one of the best zombies experiences ever. Starting with Shadows of Evil. Then you have Horizon Drak. Then you have... it was Horizon Drak, actually. Then you had Zetsubo no Shima, which was lackluster, but, you know, still a fantastic cutscene.
Yep.
Then you had Gorod Krovi, one of the best, if not the best maps, next to Horizon Drak of all time. Then you get Revelations, which was an interesting experience, and a lot of the zombies community is like, yeah, it was okay. And then everyone jokes about DLC 5, and it becomes a reality with Zombies Chronicles. Origins, Ascension, Kino, Shino, Verruct.
Yeah.
Noct. Shang, and Moon.
Yep.
The 8 most iconic maps brought into Black Ops 3, and I think Black Ops 3 really was this case of we're bringing the best of everything we've had throughout in the past games and putting it in here, like the supply drop weapons for multiplayer. Brought back old weapons. You had new remakes of old maps.
Yep.
And it brought in the new stuff, like the operators, you know, the jetpacks were still around, but the jetpack mechanics in this game were the best that they've ever been.
Yeah. For sure. For the zombies, I do feel like Black Ops 3 Zombies is God tier, just like Black Ops 2 Zombies, just because of the fact that like you get those good nostalgic Black Ops 1 and 2 maps, or Black Ops 1 maps, like Kino, but also with like better guns, because you're getting like the ICR and stuff like that. And that's why I like playing Kino on Black Ops 3 so much. It's just that like I get that nostalgic feel on Kino, but I get that with better guns. And better mechanics and stuff like that. I will say I added a new category, near perfect, between great and God tier. I'm keeping Black Ops 3 in there just because for me, I was not much of a fan of the campaign. Other than that, like competitively, it was great to watch. It was great to play.
100 Thieves.
But I just kind of feel like it wasn't like God tier, you know? In terms of like, I like being iconic, right? Like you look at my God tier list, COD 2, COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, and then Black Ops 2. Those are the 4 most iconic games in the entire franchise. Like, if you talk to anybody about Call of Duty, they're going to think of one of those 4 games. And so I feel like God tier for me is preset with those 4 games, and there is no other game to this day, October 1st, 2020. But I honestly, we're going to talk about it later, but I honestly feel that Cold War could be in that God tier list at the end of this, at the end of next year. But Black Ops 3 is near perfect for me. So
nice.